Okay, so this video has come up a few times, been asked for, and I'm going to address it. So here's the thing. I initially bought my Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RS, and first day, boom, out of the box. Gas tank wouldn't open, literally had to call Triumph, and they told me to take an Allen wrench, which is supposed to come with every bike, by the way. If yours doesn't, contact your dealer, because they are all supposed to come with that spare wrench. So that's one little piece of note. But mine didn't. Luckily, I carry some tools in my backpack when I travel and fuel. That aside, I was able to get into the tank. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see it's all beautiful and tanky. All right, so the thing was, no matter what I did, and I demonstrated that in one of my earlier videos, is I could turn the bike on fully, then disengage it to just standby, but the battery's still operating and the display is still giving off information, standby mode, and it would not do anything regarding the actual opening of the gas cap. From there, I could turn the bike completely off. Still, after minutes, upwards 10-15 minutes, absolutely could not open the gas tank. That's just a flaw. That's just screwed up. And then I was told through the dealer, well, there's a special trick. You have to turn off this switch, and then when you click it and the display goes completely black, and that's what their words were, once the display goes completely black, you only have a few seconds before you can open this cap. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's a lie. It just was a faulty part of the product, and I felt quite honestly like it was at the time too, but now I've had the bike long enough that I can say. And so for everybody, okay, so now I'm going to show you. All right, so bike is completely off, black screen, and so hopefully you can see the tank. Okay, I cannot get into it, but the key is on. Okay, so here is the display. Going to engage. Okay, we got our lovely Triumph yippity doo dah. That's great. Okay, now is the tank gonna open? Well, hang on, let's see. Wasn't that just a goddamn thing? That display was supposed to be completely pitch black. Remember? That's what the dealer told me. That's bullshit, people. So if you're getting that same kind of runaround, you need to call bullshit. This is a problem. Triumph is eating shit over this bike, and dealers put a lot of money into purchasing all this, and the way everything works is they buy a certain amount of bikes from the dealership or from the manufacturer, and they sit there, and then the dealership has to basically pay for them to be there. And so the dealerships will basically do anything to get rid of them, lie, steal, cheat, whatever they got to do, including, once you purchase them, lie out their ass. Now, as you can see, it is fixed. Doesn't correct. The one thing I don't do in business is lie, and they should have just said, hey, there's issues with this. It's that we're rectifying, and we can rectify this, and yada yada, blah blah blah. I didn't get that, and I've never gotten that. When my bike wouldn't start, bottom line is they blame me and then tried to say fucking battery was blown, that I had misinstalled the battery, and that's just bullshit. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what a plus sign and a minus sign means. Just doesn't. But again, I'll show again. Clicks. Display still on. Okay. Doesn't take anything. Just a little pop and open right up. And then once you turn it off, here's a kicker. I can kill it. Now it's gonna go completely black, and guess what? I still have time to open that fucker. So just to let you know, if you're buying this is what you're getting. You're gonna get lies. It's bullshit. It's wrong. And there's a lot of things that they're selling you that are bullshit. And consumers need to be completely aware. You know, I've had many issues, just like my clutch. I mean, it's like I'd go downshift, go into neutral, or not neutral, but a lower gear, and then engage the clutch, come into a stop, realize somebody's going, release the clutch, try to gas up, and it just, the RPMs would go up, but the clutch wouldn't disengage. You know, I mean, and that's a very common problem on these bikes. The other thing, my speed shifter started giving me trouble trying to go from second to third. Neutral on these bikes, I thought Ducati was bad. No. Trying to find neutral in this bike, I don't care. There's every trick in the book. You can try rolling it while you switch into gear. You can try revving it up a little and just kind of finesse it. It doesn't matter what you fucking do. It doesn't. Neutral in this, and is that kind of a smaller problem? Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, if you buy a bike like this, it is cheaper than the Street Triple. It does offer things that are nice. The fuel gauge, I tell you, was one of the biggest selling points for me. Getting, you know, you could get heated grips, which I like, because, you know, I live in a place where driving around at 115 during the summer sucks. So I prefer to ride when it's cooler. But the bottom line is there's quite a few things that, you know, if the manufacturer was upfront and honest, I could handle. If the dealers were upfront and honest, I could handle. If they fix it and then they go, yeah, hey, this is what it was, we fixed it, you're never going to have that problem again, but if you do, you know, don't worry, it's covered. Mine hit the limit of being just straight out lemon, and you know, they're trying, everybody, I mean, I go pro and video all my rides, so I've got enough evidence. And the bottom line is you know, this, as much fun as this bike can be, you have to weigh out, I mean, is it worth the savings? If you get it fixed and you can get it to where you don't have to deal with any problems and you're satisfied with that, that's cool. But if you just continually have problems with it, but there's nothing worth it. So anyway, I said I was going to make this video, and I'm putting it out there. Hope you guys enjoy, but that's what it is with this. Later, people. Leviathan out.